All right, so it looks like the question that everybody in the crypto community is trying to answer right now is why is Bitcoin not pumping? Donald Trump did some executive orders that were pro cryptocurrency, and it hasn't really looked any better than this. So, what's going on? Well, in my opinion, it's probably because the Bitcoin maxi pads are a bunch of butthurt gatekeepers. Let me explain. Donald Trump saw that the crypto community was supportive of him through his campaign, and so he's trying to support us by making an executive order that's going to supposedly make America the crypto capital of the world.
Yeah, this is the crypto EO. We're going to be forming an internal working group to make America the world capital in crypto under your leadership.
This executive order apparently made the SAB 121 go away. It made it to where they can't make a CBDC, which is really big, honestly. And it put a working group together that's supposed to actually have like 180 days or something like that to decide whether they want to make a strategic crypto reserve. And this is why the Bitcoin maxi pads are crying right now. They're trying to pull up the ladder and they don't want anybody else to get any benefits from the government. They want the government to hand them a golden check and just screw everybody else. I don't know what it is with these guys, but the Bitcoin maxis are a bunch of chickens, and I don't know what their problem is and why they can't deal with a little bit of competition. A lot of people have been saying that we should only have a Bitcoin strategic reserve because it's basically digital gold, but we have strategic reserves of all kinds of things here in America. Why should we only be limited to having Bitcoin? It's stupid. America already owns a whole bunch of other different kinds of cryptos already, so why don't they just keep them as a reserve instead of selling them for no damn reason? It doesn't even make sense to sell them anyway whenever they get all their money from taxes and just printing money anyhow. There's really just no reason for them to sell them. They're not going to make that much money that it's going to settle all of our debt or anything like that. The money that we would get from the sales would really just be negligible at this point right now anyway. But if we do hold on to all of that crypto, then it could be worth a whole bunch more money in the future, and then maybe we can sell it or something like that. But for now, I think there's no reason not to just hold on to it. So if we do make a cryptocurrency reserve, I hope it's not just Bitcoin, but I hope that they do actually try to get a hold of some good cryptos. Also, the Bitcoin maxis were expecting that Donald Trump was just going to make an executive order that said that they had to buy 1 million Bitcoins for the government. And that didn't happen. There's 180 days for them to even decide if they want to make the reserve at all, and if it's only going to hold Bitcoin or if there's going to be other cryptocurrencies in there as well. So the maxis are mad because, like I said, they just want to pull up the ladder and they don't want anybody else getting to the top. So they're all freaking out, and you can see the fear in Jack Mallers' eyes because he's terrified that XRP is going to be added to the reserve. And I don't know why he's so terrified because honestly, there's enough room for more than one winner in this game.
Okay, emergency press conference. Ripple is undermining American prosperity and freedom.
So these guys are just going to keep bitching because that's what they do. And honestly, in my opinion, this kind of thing is why a lot of people just think that crypto is a bunch of cringe. This is the kind of thing that keeps normies out of the market. Nobody wants to be associated with crypto because dorks like this are what the crypto community is seen to be. And yeah, he's rich, but he's a rich loser. I'm sure some of you guys like Jack Mallers, but every time I listen to him, he just seems like he's trying to screw everybody else over and only wants Bitcoin to be successful. I don't know why he thinks Bitcoin is the only one that has a right to be in this competition, but there is competition. He just needs to get used to it. The rest of cryptocurrency is not going away, and it's not just going to be Bitcoin. So I hope these Bitcoin maxi pads stop crying, hopefully eventually. But just like it's going to take some time for Donald Trump's executive order to actually take effect and see some positive outcomes for cryptocurrency, it's probably going to take a little bit of time for these guys to get over this butthurt. The most important thing that came out of the executive order that Donald Trump signed is that the SEC repealed the SAB 121, and that's going to allow banks to custody crypto assets. This is what I think is going to bring normies into cryptocurrency because a lot of people are scared that they're not going to be able to keep track of their seed phrase, and they just know that if they lose their Bitcoin, then it's gone forever. So if they can actually let a bank that they already trust for some reason hold on to their cryptocurrency, then they're going to be more willing to actually buy into crypto, knowing that they don't have to actually protect it and have to keep track of it. Also, if you're in cryptocurrency and you make a whole bunch of money and you don't want to sell your Bitcoin to go buy a house or something, this is going to make it possible for you to be able to borrow against your crypto. And that's going to be really significant for actually making this a real world asset that people use as currency. If you had to have enough money to actually buy a house outright, then no one would be able to afford a really expensive house and they would probably be pretty darn cheap. So if you're able to borrow against Bitcoin like you're able to borrow against a house, it's probably going to push up the value a really significant margin. Also, if you do custody your cryptocurrency with a bank or something like that, maybe they can give you some kind of interest. And all of this put together is basically going to make cryptocurrency have real use cases instead of just being like beanie babies or something like that. So I think this is going to be a really big game changer, but like I said, it's going to take a little bit of time for these things to take effect. And it's not like there's just a whole bunch of people that are going to go immediately custody their cryptocurrency with a bank tomorrow. This kind of stuff over time, though, is going to give legitimacy to the space. And I think that's what is really vital for this to actually become a world changing technology and for cryptocurrency to actually shed the image of being basically just full of scams. So, in my opinion, this is better than what Donald Trump really promised to do. He didn't just go in and make a strategic reserve immediately. And if he did an executive order, then the next president could just get rid of that anyway. So, him actually putting a task force together to try to get this thing done the right way is probably the best thing that he could have done. And I'm sure there's going to be a whole bunch more developments that are coming up in the future of Donald Trump's presidency. We're not even done with the first week, though, so just have some patience. Also, Trump pardoned Ross Ulbricht, and we're probably going to be seeing him on Joe Rogan one day, which is also going to probably pump the price.
So it feels amazing to be free, to say the least. It's overwhelming, and for the next however long we need, I'm going to be with my family so that we can reunite and be whole again and heal. But there's a lot to talk about, and I look forward to re-engaging with the free world. And so once I'm feeling up to it, we'll talk again.
So there's a lot of really crazy things going on, and I don't think there's any sign that it's going to be stopping. Like I said, nothing really mattered that happened before the inauguration because now everything is totally changed. And things are changing even more than what I thought they would. So really, anything can happen. I just hope it causes crypto to go up. For now, though, I do think that the price of Bitcoin is coiling up right here, and it's been trading within this price range for the past week or so, and with it breaking out of this symmetrical triangle pattern, I think it's probably getting ready to explode up towards about $120,000, and depending on what kind of developments we see coming up, that could just be the beginning, because if we actually are reaching mainstream adoption in this bull cycle, and if Donald Trump is actually going to make America the crypto capital of the world, then we could just be getting started, and honestly, who knows where we could go. For now, though, I do still think that we're going to be headed to that $120,000 mark, but there's no guarantee that things are going to go great from there. There could be some developments that happen that are negative for the price of crypto. In the past, Elon Musk has said that we're going to have some short-term hardships, and whenever the Department of Government Efficiency actually starts cutting a significant amount of jobs, maybe there are going to be some hardships, so we're just going to have to be patient and see what actually happens. If Donald Trump can actually get the Fed to lower interest rates, or if he can abolish the Fed, I really doubt that's going to happen, but at this point, really, who knows what's going to happen? Donald Trump is on a rip already, and it's only like day 4, so he's even saying that he might abolish the federal income tax, so the next 4 years are going to be really interesting, and if he can actually bring America back, then maybe this is going to be the biggest bull market of all time. But if the 4-year cycle is still intact, then there's going to be another bear market, and it's probably going to be coming a lot sooner than a lot of people are expecting. So don't let your emotions get the best of you, and just be careful, because things are really getting exciting for America right now and in the media, and I think the hype is just starting to kick off for crypto. So things are probably just going to get crazier and crazier. And all I know is that I'm excited for the ride, and I hope you're going to be coming along with me. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Is this actually going to be the biggest bull market of all time, and are we going to actually reach mainstream adoption? Or are we going to see those temporary hardships that Elon Musk was talking about, and it's going to usher in the next bear market? Either way, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to do only good every day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.